So we have Story One with us. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Nice to have you with us. We have Tom on violin, although he's already a traitor to the violin. He's sat behind a piano.
It's got strings on it.
And does it?
Yeah, look, hang on. Where is it? That's not very good. No, sorry, I can't find it. There we go.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh.
It's quite Inspector Morsey, that, wasn't it? There's murder in Oxford.
Play the raindrops.
Okay, where's
Did the raindrops?
Yeah, that's the raindrops. This is going to be really... I can't find it now. No, that's Jupiter. I don't know.
This literally could... This interview could just be me going, do this.
Do the monkey.
Do the monkey.
Noise. Hang on, where's it? Where's the funny stuff?
This is all contained on, like,
in the
a
rehearsals.
synthesizer. Is that a synthesizer?
I don't know, it's a piano, I guess.
No, you can't call that piano. Pianos are just pianos.
It's a weighted piano.
It's a weighted piano.
Yeah.
Well, you carry on
Okay,
searching for the monkey.
Sorry,
you keep going. I'll intro the rest of the band. The man who's shouting "Do the raindrop" is Barney on guitar. Hey, Barney. How are you? Mike's on drums.
Hello.
Hello, Mike. And lastly, Gerard, or G, is on bass.
Yeah, because it's Gerard, because I'm half French, but no one can pronounce it, so G is fine.
I know.
Or Gerard.
Sorry.
What was that?
That was a drum machine.
That sure as hell wasn't the raindrops,
That's
Tom.
Mike on drums.
Do you not like it when talks? Because
It's an ego thing.
so the minute you open your mouth, he was starting with the drum
He's
machine.
half French as well, but he doesn't like to
I see. Well, this
Don't
is my
talk
first
about
question
that.
was, you started out as French buskers, which kind of, I cannot get a picture of "allo, allo" out of my head when I hear it.
What, hello, hello.
Yeah. Oh, you're wonderful.
Oh, you are here.
That's a money shot. Well, actually, they started busking, Barney and Tom, and they met in Nottingham, the three of them, at uni. And then they started busking in Nottingham. Then I met Tom in Paris, because I had a year out there. And then
Were you living out there? You were.
So we did a bit of busking there as well, and then we thought we might as well try and be in a band. And
So you bona fide Parisian?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone touch him. What do you think of that, Barn?
Yeah.
Nice, huh?
And,
That was the hardest thing we've done is getting G from Paris to Nottingham.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how did that work out? I mean, did you live in... Are you all based in Nottingham now? Or?
No, we live in London now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was Nottingham like coming from Paris? I mean...
It's nice. And actually, I lived in Sheffield for a bit, which is even more random.
Yeah.
And Nottingham's pretty nice. And we didn't get shot, which is quite good.
Everyone always says that about Nottingham. It's Nottingham...
Yeah.
a
It's
lot of
apparently
gun crime
the
there?
gun crime capital of England.
Okay.
But I've lived there for 2 years, didn't get shot, so...
Do you miss Paris a lot?
Yeah, I do, actually.
What do you miss most? It must be the food.
Yeah, the food. Yeah.
The food over here is getting so much better.
I love the food here. It's just in Paris you can actually eat for like, I don't know, £5 or £10.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Brilliant. Okay.
But yeah.
Now, and you won a French Battle of the Bands, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that when you were were you Story One then, or were you in a different incarnation?
That was the origin. I think that was the first gig, because me and G started a band in Paris, and we had some songs that we'd written between the three of us in Nottingham.
Uh-huh.
So Mike and Barney got the Eurostar over, and we did this Battle of the Bands after one rehearsal. And amazingly, we won. I don't really know how that happened.
That tells you about the quality of French music.
Yeah, either that or the yeah.
And is France, or Paris in particular, I suppose, a good place to be in a band?
It's good, but the industry is really, really... I've got loads of friends and even signed band and stuff, but it's just a lot harder because the gig culture in England is I've never seen it anywhere else. Like, people go to gigs, they just go to a venue, they don't know what band they're going to watch.
But we played in Paris like a couple of weeks ago at the Flesh Door, which is this new venue, and I have to say it's like it was better than any venue in London.
Great.
So it was like free to get in, and they had 4 bands on, which were all great. And then it was just it just went off.
We did that.
I love it.
My friend's 30th. We did the best weekend of my life, which was, if my girlfriend's not listening, which was when we went to Paris and saw. I think Hardfire were playing, and the Kaiser Chiefs were playing, and Maximo Park were playing. We went out there for a weekend, and the Parisians were fantastic, really getting into it. I don't think they deserve...
It's starting. Paris is really good. It's just, if you go out of Paris, it's getting a bit half the bands. Paris is getting really good now.
Yeah.
And there's loads
So
of
if I was to
French
travel
bands.
to, say, Brest, the music scene wouldn't be as good.
Yeah. No.
Okay. All right, listen, we're going to talk a lot more, but let's get some music out of the way first. Yeah. Okay. You're going to play... Would this be the first single off the album?
Yeah, kind of.
I almost said songle then. Just be the premier song off the album. Will this be the first single off the
It
album?
is, yes.
Okay, great. It's a Story One with it's, a song we've been playing for the last couple of months. This is Russian Dolls.
That was a little joke. I just wanted to put
I
some
was going to
jazz
say, what
scat
the hell are
in
you doing? Because I don't know anything about electric pianos, but I know you're not supposed to. That's not how the song goes.
It's jazz scat. Okay.
Do you do a
sorry.
jazz scat version? Is it like Sebastian Tellier? Do you do like 5 or 6 versions of that one song?
Okay, let me.
Because it's quite a sad song. How?
I know. I've killed it now. No, hang on. Yeah, that's piano.
Okay. Everyone has to get so like quite somber now because it's quite a sad song. All right.
Yeah.
All right. This is Russian Doll, Story One. Don't mess it up.
Time goes by in the blink of an eye. What have I done with my life? Rivers run wide and I'm swept with the tide. Why am I feeling so tired? Well, nothing is easier and nothing is harder than passing the time. A woman walks by with a look in her eyes. There's a look in her eyes. And eyes wide open like she's playing with fire. She's been playing with fire. Well, nothing is easier and nothing is harder than passing the time. So she's packing it all away and starting over again. She's starting over again. She's packing it all away and putting it to the test. She's starting over again. Sometimes life, it's a punch in the face. It's a punch in the face, life. Walls that are strong and they stand in your way. Yeah, they stand in your way. Walls. Well, nothing is easier and nothing is harder than passing the time. So she's packing it all away and starting over again. She's starting over again. She's packing it all away and putting it to the test. She's starting over again. She's packing it all away and starting over again. She's starting over again. She's packing it all away, putting it to the test. Yeah, she's starting over again. She's packing it all away, starting over again. She's starting over again. She's packing it all away and putting it to the test. Yeah, she's trying to do her best. She's packing it all away, starting over again. She's starting over again.
That was great. Thanks. Story One with Russian Dolls. What happened at the end of that? And there was a weird woman screaming. Where on earth? What instrument did that come out of?
Didn't you see it?
I just.
was she like?
it
I
was
heard the
the,
siren call, but I didn't
It
know what
was
she.
from the keyboard, the scat. The scat
Can you make
function.
that woman sing again like that?
Okay, do you want a little bit?
Yeah.
Wait, I got it.
This was honestly, it
Can
was
I-
incredible because I was sort of half looking around, going, "Where the bloody hell is this?"
Just going to give you a little bit. Barney, do it. Sing it. Barney, one more time.
That's beautiful.
Barney, how do you do that? It's amazing.
He's got an amazing
And
soprano
Mike, what the
voice.
hell is that thing you've got over there that you keep wiggling next to the cymbal? What does that thing do?
Give us a bit.
It's,
Give us a
it's
bit.
a
Story,
from
wow,
Costa
great.
Rica, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a thunder maker.
These guys are amazing.
Do you like that?
Yeah,
I'll get you one.
you can get me one of them.
Yeah.
Did you go to Costa Rica? to
I
get
still
that?
got one in that Camden percussion.
Tom actually lives with our artist. He does all our album artwork. He went to Costa Rica, bought it, and Tom's stolen it.
That's wonderful.
So we apologise.
My friend went to Costa Rica and all I got was this lousy storm maker. That's amazing. I love it. So, when you go on stage, if people, like you said, people do turn up to this in this country. It's a wonderful thing. We do have this fantastic history of kind of gigs and venues and live music. When you go on stage and they see the violin, do you get a kind of, oh no, the levelers have turned up?
You know what?
I like the levelers before.
Yeah, I quite like the levelers for my
Do
sins.
you know what? I did that when I first met Tom. he went, you play the guitar? Wicked, let's jam. I was like, yeah, definitely. And I, what do you play? And he went, the violin. And I was like, oh, no. Right, okay, yeah, let's jam one day. One day soon, like, see you later. But then I did, and he's pretty good. I think that's maybe what people think. They see it and they're not sure, and then
It depends how
pretty
you
good.
rock the violin.
Yeah.
Dermot. And when I play it, I rock it.
I'm looking forward to seeing that later on. Are you going to be playing the
Yeah,
violin?
I'm gonna rock the violin.
Okay. Now then, whose dad cried when they saw one of your videos? Is that-
My daddy.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah. Well, there's a song on the album called Fatherland, which is the last song, and it's a very emotional one, and it's about my dad.
It's about him.
Well, it's about fathers in general, and because the album's got quite a theme of fathers on the record. But yeah, it's a really quite heart wrenching one because it's about his obsession with the sea and things like that. And Jim, who's standing in the corner, who makes all our videos, who's our friend, made this
You
amazing.
can see someone over there?
Yeah, he's imaginary, and it's based on Ernest Hemingway's Old Man and the Sea.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful animated video. You can check it out on the MySpace page. Is that all right to do that?
Oh, yeah, don't worry
Okay.
about that. You can plug sausages for all I can. And was it kind of strange when your dad saw it and started crying? Because, I mean, the
He's a big, hard man. Am I right? I mean,
And he's got an enormous beard.
he's big and hard. You know,
And
so
bearded.
when a man like that breaks down and cries, then it's
But then how does that make you feel? Because, like, half of you goes, wow, I've never seen this before.
It
And the
was
other half of you
so
kind of
weird,
must go,
'cause-
I just made my dad cry.
because my dad was like, it was in Christmas, and he was like, "Oh, can you play us some of the songs you've been recording?" And so we played it, and then I saw he had like tears in his eyes, and I was like, awkward. You know, at
Yeah.
the dinner table, I was like, "Oh,
Do you hug with your dad?
yeah, a little bit." I mean, you know,
Kind of.
as little as possible.
And is it true, a lot of the album was ended up in the Beckham documentary, is that right?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, David loves it. No, I don't know. Just some, I guess, producer like the music. It's quite symphonic. Sounds good for free kicks.
Wonderful.
You know.
So, is there have you seen the
Yeah,
document?
I cried. It's like, you know that Greece free kick with
Yeah.
just that Russian doll just then, and
Yeah, it's
I
like
was
this.
like, I am complete now.
And they cut it to
If
that.
England
Yeah.
score this goal, we will be going through to the World Cup Championships. And it's like,
Packing it all away. We're starting over, and they went mental.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even as a French guy, you're happy about.
I'm half English, so it's like, best of both.
What do you do when France play England? Because I have the same.
Interesting
He supports
enough.
France. He supports France. I
Yeah.
saw him like 2 weeks ago.
I was in.
he's got a France shirt and everything.
Yeah, I drove down the
No,
rugby
you
and I
have to.
spotted France and I cried and England won.
You have to. I have the same
Yeah.
same quandary when England play Ireland. I'm Irish, so it's just very difficult to know who to cheer for about 2 seconds. And then you
Yeah.
just cheer for Ireland, and then England beat them, and then you just cheer for England.
Yeah.
Now then, and see, I'm in a bit of a quandary here because one of you is like Charles Bronson, one of you looks like Charles Bronson. Because Tommy, you look a bit like early Bronson, and I'm talking. That's a good thing, by the way. I'm talking Magnificent Seven. Yeah,
Wow.
he looks a bit like Charles Bronson, Magnificent
You
Seven.
have to play the harmonica there.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got it on my
Death
keyboard.
Wish.
Hang on. No.
So what I loved about him playing the harmonica in Death Wish was he was the worst harmonica player in the world. So he could only really hold like 2 notes and go, ooh, ooh, and then the baddies are going to go, oh, Charles Bronson's coming to clean up the neighbourhood. But you look like Charles Bronson, but correct me if I'm wrong, but Barney is kind of Charles Bronson for your vigilante style.
I don't know who Charles Bronson is.
Are you being serious? Can you guys sort of go at him with like a sock in a towel or
If I could get out from behind my drum kit.
what is going on? Do you guys live together?
No.
No.
Does anyone? Can you stay
We
around
used to
someone's
actually
house
have a
tonight?
monkey's house,
And
but
this morning, in the dead of night, can someone put a bar of soap in a sock and give him an absolute shoe-in? What? You don't know who Charles Bronson is? The Great Escape, Death
Film?
Wish.
We talking film?
Yeah.
I know The Great Escape.
Okay, he's one of the tunnel rats in The Great Escape, Danny.
Right.
And he plays Hungarian guy, but it's quite claustrophobic. Ooh, I didn't want to get out of the tunnel. That dude.
Nah, I mean, I
Let it
don't,
go.
All
I
right,
don't
well,
know.
listen.
Let it go.
All right, well, yeah, well, no, Jesus, I'm in too deep now. I'm in so deep I don't know which way's up. What the deal is that you saved the bus driver from getting beaten up, all right?
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tell us about that story.
I didn't.
You
Well,
did!
No, I just wanted to get home because it was like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was on a bus, and it had stopped because this guy was telling the bus driver that he had nearly run him over, but he was getting racist and, I mean, saying some bad stuff. So I just told him to get off the bus.
Yeah.
And expected to be hit, and he got off the bus.
Wonderful. But it's good that people do that. There's nothing worse than
The
someone's
whole
been
bus
really...
just started clapping.
Yeah.
No, actually,
No,
they
actually,
didn't.
no one did.
Are you serious? No one clapped?
Right, so
It was
no
just
one-
like- everyone
I
was
went,
just like,
I went and
oh.
sat down, and the alarm, you know, the alarms on buses, so you turn the alarm off. It had been going for 10 minutes or so. I went and sat down, and turned the bus back on, wouldn't start. So and when I'd get off, I had to walk home.
Gutted. But did no one pat you on the back?
Nah.
No one
So
said
annoyed by
anything. It
that.
was amazing. No one said anything, and Barney was such a hero. I'd like to say,
But I think
I was really,
people should
really
do that. You have to be
impressed.
public
Yeah.
spirited.
because I thought Barney was going to get killed. This guy was massive.
Seriously?
Yeah.
But he was...
Why
he
did
was-
you stand up then? 'Cause, I mean, obviously, I can sit here in the comfort of a radio studio and go,
I mean,
well done,
Barney,
you.
to be
But
honest,
when
it
there's an
was-
enormous guy
Also,
there...
everything he said was just wrong, so I went and just pointed out what he was saying that was wrong.
And you were drunk.
And maybe I was drunk. I
We've
wanted-
been at a party.
Wow.
As I said, I wanted to get to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man, you love your bed.
Don't stand in his way when
Absolutely.
he's tired.
I didn't care about the racist abuse so much, but when I thought of my bed...
No, I did. It was that.
Good man. Okay, listen. You're going to do a brilliant cover for
A
us.
song by Grandaddy called AM 180.
Brilliant, okay. It's a story one with Grandaddy's AM 180.
Don't change your name, keep it the same, for fear I may lose you again. I know you won't, it's just that I'm unorganized and I wanna find you. When something good happens, when you come down, you will go to town. I haven't been there for years. But I'll be fine wasting our time, not doing anything here. You're just doing nothing. Hey!
That was brilliant. Story One's version of Granddaddy's AM180. So listen, what's next for you guys?
Well, the record's out in the shops.
That is The Shadow Line.
The Shadow Line. And you can also get it from iTunes and whatnot.
Are you going to be touring?
Hopefully, we're going to be doing some touring, at the end of this month. We're kind of doing a lot of London dates at the moment, and we're going to do a little tour hopefully next month.
Brilliant stuff.
So check the MySpace.
Wish you all the best of luck, boys. Lovely having you on.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure seeing you in the flesh. Brilliant. Thanks a lot.